So I think we're going to get started. So welcome to the Arts Academy Elementary Charter School Board meeting for the month of December. Adequate notice of this meeting has been advertised in the morning call as well as the school website stating this meeting will take place at 6 p.m. at 601 West Union Street, Allentown, PA 18101. As we all know, because of the snow, we've had to move it to virtual. At this time, can we salute the flag? Oh, and who has a flag?
Oh.
There we go. Sally's on it. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic
for which it stands,
one nation, under God,
indivisible,
with liberty
and
and
justice for all.
Awesome. Okay, Mr. Rosario, will you take roll, please?
Looks like he might be frozen.
Oh, no. Okay.
Yes.
He's definitely frozen, or he's really good at not blinking.
Yeah.
Crystal, you can take roll on his
Oh, did he
behalf.
just come back? All right, let me see here. Sorry. I had to restart my computer as well. Let me just pull up our board packet.
You could take roll via a screenshot
Mm.
that has the names of participants.
Okay, Miss Best,
Present?
Miss Sabo. She's been struggling to get in. I think she keeps getting kicked out. Oh, there she goes. I'll come back to her. How's that? Miss Gallagher
Here,
or Mr. Gallagher? Sorry.
that's fine. I'm
Miss
here.
Sigley- Miss Sigley Grossman,
Present.
Miss Hanslick,
Present.
Miss Groff, and Miss Sabo. Oh, she's still,
Can't see me, yeah.
there we go.
Ugh,
Okay, thank you very much.
yes,
This time
Oh
I'll
my.
entertain a motion to approve the agenda.
I'll make a motion to approve the agenda. Gallagher.
And
I second it, Rosalie.
Okay, so Gallagher and Sabo. And can we take it by roll, Mrs. McCollum?
Miss Best,
Approved?
Miss Sabo,
Approved,
Mr. Gallagher,
Approved.
Miss Sigley Grossman,
Approved.
Miss Hanslick,
Approved.
and Miss Groff.
Okay. At this time, we'll have the reading of the mission statement by Ms. Hanslick.
The mission of the Arts Academy Elementary Charter School, a model for arts integrated education, supports all students attaining high academic achievement and artistic expression by enriching their standards-based elementary experience using a palette of art-infused curriculum as a foundation for their future growth.
Thank you very much. So we need to have a resolution to approve the board minutes, but before we do, I noticed that we need to add to new business for last month that we started the meeting at 5:30 instead of 6. So Board Secretary, could you make that change for us? Sorry, you're on mute.
Yes, I can. Sorry.
Thank you.
Just a question about that. Well, the website was changed before the meeting
Right.
last month. Is that right? So I think we can change it in the first paragraph under meeting notice.
Sure.
Because just a clarification to say the meeting time was changed and the website listed the meeting is starting at 5:30.
Okay, so just change at the top.
Joe,
Okay.
and that's fine. We'll. I'd like to make a motion to accept the minutes with the change at the beginning of the start time.
And I'll second that, Grossman.
Great. And Mr. Rosario, can you take it by roll?
Yep. Amy Best,
Approved?
Rosalie Sabo,
approved,
Casey Gallagher,
Approved.
Angela Sigley Grossman,
Approved.
Sally Ann Hanslick.
Approved.
Okay, so it appears that we do not have reports or announcements this month. So we'll move on to the Chief Executive Officer recommendations.
Just a quick notification to the other board members. You received an email from me today with the audit and the auditor's letter. It is something we should all be very proud of. We will put it on the agenda next month for the board to vote. That will allow you 30 days time to review it. But again, we should all be very proud of that, and congratulations to all. And at this time, I'll hand operations over to Mr. Laydick.
Okay, so this month for technology, Crystal, myself, and Nick Kraychek, who's our assistant principal, have been working with a few of our software vendors on some diagnostic testing reliability issues. We've had just a handful of kids who specifically get stuck when doing a math diagnostic. So we've been working pretty aggressively with them to try to get that figured out. And with custom systems on our side, we began having them jump in on Zoom meetings to try to get these issues figured out. So I think we're close. I don't have a final answer yet, but it looks like it's coming down to maybe something with the software being created for iPads and not Chromebooks. So we're going to work to get that figured out. Going along with our current marketing campaign and with the new front desk staff that we have, who have shown us that they are very good at dealing with student data and have very quickly kind of jumped on board with everything that we're doing. Crystal and I have been meeting with them to kind of streamline our student info system data and make everything work even better for everybody at the school. So we're really excited about that. And for facilities, we're preparing for our holiday break floor refinishing. So this is always very exciting to come back from a long break and see how nice the floors can look after a couple of months of really heavy traffic. And that's what I have for operations.
Brandon, do you want to mention the kitchen review?
We had the Allentown Health Department came in. They did their first big health inspection. The November, December one is usually the entire facility, as well as the food service kitchen. And we've gotten very good at being completely in compliance with everything that we do in both the kitchen and the facility. I will look at posting our kitchen inspection report because it's something to be very proud of. And this is with 2 new staff members in the kitchen too. So we went from one really great team to another, and I've been really happy with everything that they've been doing.
And these are people when they visit who are in the cafeteria when the children are there, and they made a point of commenting on how well behaved our children are and how well managed the cafeteria is.
Yeah, it was actually very nice to hear. The inspector visits all Allentown schools, and he mentioned that our school stands out in terms of the behavior as well as the other charters that he visited. So it was very nice to hear that from another outside person just commenting on not only our program, but how well some of the other charters are helping their kids have a safe and healthy place to go to school.
Right.
And I will hand the principal's report over to Mrs. McCollum.
Yes, it's been a very busy month. We came back from Thanksgiving with the training from the cast. You may remember that from an earlier, we were not able to meet with them in the 21-22 school year because we were still getting over COVID and the trainer's flight was canceled. But it was a full day training. This is the cast for Applied Special Technology, and they are responsible for training our staff on UDL, which is the Universal Design for Learning, and it's all about removing barriers. I absolutely love their philosophy, their approach. They have some really wonderful strategies for our staff. And instead of, just a little bit of a different approach compared to differentiation, instead of trying to meet students' individual needs, just trying to remove potential barriers to those needs. And it's just so closely aligned to our arts integration approach. So that children who might struggle with reading, struggle with behaviors, are able to participate in lessons fully, perhaps just in a different way. So it was a really good training. I'm seeing the teachers already implementing it. We talked about, Brandon mentioned Danielle DeJuro, who was an art teacher, and he has taken over our building sub role, which Jalen can talk a little bit about if he hasn't, Mr. Rosario. But part of what he does when he's not subbing is he's helping us with our social media, and he's supporting the connection between the arts teachers and the general ed teachers, and with those arts integration activities. So if you are on our social media, hopefully you may have noticed that we are very, very active there and just promoting all the unique ways we are teaching our children and celebrating learnings. Very, very exciting to me. We've been very busy traveling with our students. We went to the Ice House to see a play. We took third grade there. We took our first and second graders to the Charter Arts High School to see a musical. And we have our select choir students next week heading over to Good Shepherd in both Allentown and Bethlehem to do some caroling for the patients there. Of course, we have our winter showcases that have been going on this month. Very nerve-wracking. It's, as I was announcing at the first opening of each show, it's been 3 years since we were able to do that at the church. And I couldn't have been more proud. We are working on editing some GoPro videos to share with the families, and just had tremendous response to that. I actually had a parent who attended our special ed PAC meeting just this week, pulled me aside afterward and said that she works for another district and was showing the video she took of the students performing. And this was second grade and kindergarten. And she said the people that she worked with were just blown away by how much our students were able to do in that performance, singing, dancing, acting, memorizing lines. They read letters to Santa. It was just something I'm exceedingly proud of. Unfortunately, our last showcase was scheduled for this evening, and we did need to cancel that for our 4th and 5th graders. I know they're upset. So our plan is Monday to record them, make sure that they do have that opportunity to perform, come in and fully dressed, and we'll share those videos with the family. So didn't get to quite celebrate everybody, but just a super, super month to be proud of everything we're doing. I can tell you next week we have a hallway decorating contest that staff is taking extremely seriously. We are not purchasing any supplies for these decorations. They are all parent and teacher supported. It's pretty heavy duty. And the teachers have started already. So we will be creating a Google form with pictures of each hallway for all of our families and community members to vote. So I will hope to get your votes in. I am in the 1st grade hallway, I'm just saying. And that's about it.
May I make a comment?
Yes.
I have to say congratulations to you and to your entire team. I was at the kindergarten showcase. It was incredible for kindergartners. But I'm blown away by how much it's improved from the time the school opened to now, right? The space is new, the organization of it. It's really lovely to see how much has changed. So congratulations to all of you.
Thank you so much.
And something else the board should be aware of is when we do these performances, I stay outside in the front of the building just to keep an eye on things. And so we brought the kindergarten group in first, and we had a tremendous number of parents. I'm sorry, guys. We had a tremendous number of parents, and I had to hold the 2nd grade parents till the kindergarten group was dismissed. And so they stood outside in line, and it went down the front walk all the way out into the street. And our parents are such a wonderful, positive group. I kept telling them, we'll get you in a few minutes as soon as we get the kindergarten parents dismissed. So the other thing that's really nice is how much our parents love the school and how easy it is for them to cooperate and participate in these kinds of things. But they genuinely love the performances. They all comment as they leave how much fun they had. We should, again, I just wanted the board to know that with the parents.
Thank you.
Crystal, I'm sorry.
That concludes my principal report. Would you like me to continue with Middle States?
Yes, please.
Yes, I probably jumped the gun talking about the UDL because it is very much connected to our Middle States continuing with our curriculum writing. That was the missing link to get going on our unit planners, and our arts team has also started, a skeleton of their curriculum. So I love to be able to announce that we are actively, continuing our work, even though we've had bumps along the way with COVID. So yeah, we are working on our math and reading unit planners, and our arts ones have started as well. And we are actually embellishing, I guess, our science and social studies curriculum by adding in these arts integration activities that the teachers are focusing on. So we're moving right along.
This time I will just comment that there are no policies and procedures at this time. There may be 2 policies that we will have to submit to the board in the spring. I will give everyone a month's notice when they are being sent to the policy committee for review, and then they will submit them to the board for a vote. But we're not quite there yet. But we expect to have 2 policy changes for the spring. And now I'll hand the November personnel report over to Mr. Rosario.
Okay, we have the notification of hire of Joyce Smith, special education teacher, and I forgot to add Danielle Juro as building sub and community engagement manager.
I'll make a motion to approve the new hires as listed.
Rosalie, second that.
And taken by roll, please.
Amy Best,
Approved.
Rosalie Sabo,
Approved.
Casey Gallagher,
Approved.
Angela Sigley Grossman,
Approved.
Sally Ann Hanslick.
Alex.
Sally.
I am muted. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Approved. Oh,
I'm just going to suggest that Mr. Rosario update the agenda so that it has both names on it. That way, if somebody's comparing the minutes with the agenda, they are consistent.
Yeah, I was planning to after this.
Okay, thank you.
And then we have a notification of resignation of Alexis Friedman, paraprofessional, effective November 16th, 2022. Robbie Garland, special education teacher, and Arian Plemenos, both effective November 22nd, 2022.
Okay, I'll entertain a motion to approve the personnel report.
I'll make a
the
motion.
motion. Go ahead,
Grossman.
Angela.
I'll make a motion to approve the personnel report, Grossman.
And Hanslick will second that.
And taken by roll, please.
Amy Best,
Approved.
Rosalie Sabo,
Approved.
Casey Gallagher,
Approved.
Angela Sigley Grossman,
Approved.
Sally Ann Hanslick.
At this time, I'll hand the finance committee report over to Mr. Gallagher.
Certainly. The Finance Committee met before the board meeting and we reviewed the financials. There were a couple of questions that we asked regarding the check detail, more for clarification purposes. There was a note or just an observation that we are tracking slightly behind what is listed as the budgeted amounts, which more relates to enrollment, which has been commented on and is being looked at. And overall, the financials continue to be very strong. There was no concerns of any lacking information or overall the financials continue to be in a very good place. So unless there are any questions, I'd like to make a motion to approve the financials as presented.
Rosalie, second that.
And taken by roll, please.
Amy Best,
Approved.
Rosalie Saba,
Approved.
Casey Gallagher,
Approved.
Angela Sigley Grossman,
Approved.
Sally Ann Hanslick.
Approved.
And that completes the finance report.
Okay, Mr. Cavalli, anything else?
Not at this time.
Okay, wonderful. It appears that we do not have any old business this evening. Board Secretary, has anyone registered to make public comment?
No, they have not.
Thank you. And it appears we also do not have new business, and we do not have a need for executive session unless one of you tells me otherwise.
No, we do not.
Okay. That leaves us with the adjournment. So I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll make a motion that we adjourn the meeting.
I'll second that.
And taken by roll, please.
Amy Best,
Approved?
Rosalie Saba,
Approved.
Casey Gallagher,
Approved.
Angela Sigley Grossman,
Approved.
and Sally Ann Hanslick.
Approved.
Okay, so we're adjourned at 6:22. Everyone stay warm, and I look forward to seeing you in January.
Happy holidays, everyone.
Everyone,
Happy
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 holidays.
holidays, everybody. Thank you.